Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Jefferson. And it's loose. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. First down for this offense. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports. And the Rainbow Warriors will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Moss. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He'll start this drive firing. Now improvising. Takes a hit as he fires. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll field the button, look for room. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And I know this defense was expecting pass on that play, and they're worried about these receivers running down the field. But you've got to do a better job of being aware and locating the football, rallying to it, and getting that ball carrier down short of the sticks.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Ball in the air, intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job on the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. On his feet at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
This defense really needs to be careful. They have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes...
They stripped it out! And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And the Bearcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
What a play by the defense. With their backs against the wall in a goal line type situation, they're able to force a fumble and jump on it. That is how you change momentum in a game.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much movement there as the gain of 1 gets him out to the 5.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On the run, still looking. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the grab down the left side. He's off to the races. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Hawaii 7, Cincinnati 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Defense dropping into soft coverage. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They'll ride the hot hand. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. And he's still running after the move. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches, and now we're going to get this first down.
Surging forward on the sneak.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play and that tackle.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Third and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown,
start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he made the extra point without problem. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. He wants to take the top off. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Cincinnati 14, Hawaii 7.
The Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Quinn. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
To the air, it's Lagway. He'll pull it down and run. Ball is free. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
You know, quarterbacks practice ball security as well throughout the week, and he has to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball. He knows this defense is trying to rip it out. They're trying to get a hat on the football. He's lucky that he was able to recover his own fumble there.
Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Neighbors. Stopped after making the catch.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Grab near the sticks. It's Jones. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exit. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he puts through the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Quinn. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Fires downfield. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
He rifles one deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Cincinnati 21, Hawaii 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
It's a reverse. Finds a crease at the 20. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And Reese, you can call him whatever you want to call him. You can call him a wide receiver. Nowadays, you can also call him a running back. These guys get the football so much. You hand him the football like this, and you can see why. When he's got jets like that to turn on the jets and just smoke people, those angles are just erased. You can see. That's why you get this guy the football as much as you can.